Hello, hello, beautiful souls. Jeri here with Living from Heart Center, your love mentor. So today I just want to do a quick little group clearing using emotion code. So I'm not sure how many of you have experienced emotion code before. I've been using it for, I don't know, probably 15 years off and on. And I've noticed a big increase in demand for it lately because everyone's stuff is being stirred up. And so they're realizing that there's still some pretty heavy duty trapped emotions that are asking to be integrated as wisdom, right? So we have traumas, we have experiences in our past that are incomplete because we did not have the ability, we did not have the tools, we did not have, the consciousness, quite frankly, to complete those moments in the moment, to actually move all the way through to completion. And so a lot of the sadness, a lot of the grief, a lot of the anger, a lot of that beliefs around not being good enough, not being smart enough, not being safe, some of the primary core wounds, right, are still trapped in the cells of our body and our organs and our systems. And emotion code is really beautiful to help you find and release those trapped emotions. So I just thought I'd do a quick little group clearing today. I'll see what emotion comes up and let's move some energy. So it'll just be a super mini session. I encourage you to reach out to me if you want a full-on emotion code session. I also often incorporate some parts therapy, some trilotherapy with that, just to really go a little bit deeper and acknowledge those parts that really, really need our love. They need our attention, right? They don't need us to keep trying to reject and shame them away, right? But actually to bring them in because there is wisdom in everything, right? So let's see. Let's just check which trapped emotions. So connecting with the group energy, everyone who's on this call, everyone who's watching the replay. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released right now? Column, okay, is it in column A? Yep. Column A, 1, 2, 3. A3. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the trapped emotion that just came up is rejection. Yeah, so the first thing that's coming to me is that not so much, I think it stems from being rejected by someone else, not getting our needs met, feeling like, ah, there must be something wrong with me. So having probably a parent when you were going through something really intense, something really that you really needed some support and you didn't receive it. There was no one available for you. There was no one that knew how to hold space for the emotion that was coming up, the sadness, the anguish, the anger. It was probably shut down. It was probably rejected by someone external to us, by someone outside of us, whether it was a teacher or a parent, whoever that might have been, that really couldn't meet us because in that place that they hadn't yet met themselves, right? We can only meet another to the level that we've met ourselves. And because we weren't really taught to be emotionally intelligent and how to hold space for our own emotions, we don't have the ability to hold space for others' emotions. And so often our parents, that was the case. They really didn't have the ability to hold space for your emotions because they didn't hold space for their emotions, right? They just got busy and told themselves to suck it up because they were told to suck it up, right? Suck it up, buttercup. Like, stop your crying or I'll give you something to cry about. And so now we've learned that that isn't the best way to integrate, and that rejection and shaming and distracting and numbing and suppressing is resistance. And so, of course, what you resist persists. So we've pretty much locked it in. Emotion code has the ability to bring it back up and out in the most loving, gentle way. And so I want you to just take a moment, close your eyes, take a breath, and just notice that rejection in your body. Notice where it resides in your body. Notice where the energy isn't flowing as freely, where there's maybe a little bit of contraction, a little bit of tension. maybe some pain around rejection, which really isn't even an emotion. It's more of a judgment. We decided that what happened was rejection, that someone was rejecting us. But when we believe that we've been rejected, it's painful. And it triggers some of those core wounds that I'm not good enough. And it keeps love at bay, which is the ultimate pain to me because we are love. We're here to give and receive love. But we have these heart walls because we're so afraid of being rejected. We actually refuse to fully love, to really be and express our truth and express the love that we're feeling, and we also close ourselves off to receiving it, right? So this rejection is a major block that's interfering with our ability to really be and express and experience the love that is infinitely all around us. We're swimming in it, and yet we're separating ourselves from it. We're shielding ourselves from it. And it's just, it's one of the biggest pains, is just all of those heart walls that we've built to keep ourselves supposedly safe from experiencing rejection. And what we're actually doing is we're not keeping ourselves safe from experiencing rejection. We are our own rejectors. We are our own perpetrators now. We are the one rejecting us, rejecting, really giving what we already are, giving of ourselves, the love that we are. We're rejecting ourselves every time we refuse to be true to ourselves, to give love freely, to receive love freely. That's a rejection of our own hearts now. And so let's just start with a little heart rub. I forgive myself for believing that I'm not worthy of receiving love. And breathe that in. Out loud, I forgive myself for believing that I'm not worthy of being loved the way that I want. Breathe that in. I forgive myself for believing that I'm unworthy of receiving the love that I desire. And then try this one. I forgive myself for believing that I can be rejected. And that might cause a little strange angst in your brain there. What do you mean? I can be rejected. But really, what if all rejection is self-rejection? Just just let that land in the cells of your body, just a contemplation. What if the only person that can reject you is you? Every time you refuse to receive love, including a compliment, every time you hold back the love that you're longing to give and express, you're rejecting yourself. And it's going to show up. If rejection is a wound that's in your field, it's going to show up outside of you, and it's going to look like people are rejecting you. But when you stop rejecting yourself and you stop pushing away parts of you, it's not safe. It's not safe to say that. It's not safe to express your truth. It's not safe to have that conversation. Someone's going to judge you. Someone's going to reject you. Then you're rejecting yourself. Really, it's me rejecting me. I forgive myself for any time and every time I rejected myself. I pushed away a part of me. I didn't allow myself to express what was true, what was real. I didn't allow my heart to express. And an unexpressed heart is a depressed heart. So just breathe that in. Okay, then I'm just going to use my trusty little magnets here to help realign all the cells. So just taking a few breaths and calling on the divine, my guides, my angels, your guides, your angels, calling on divinity and the entire universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, universe. Thank you, divinity, for fully and completely releasing the trapped emotion, the trapped experience and judgment of feeling rejected. Through all time and space and all dimensions, on all timelines that it exists. Release, release, release. No longer carrying this burden on my shoulders, in my heart, in my head. This idea that I can be rejected. I release, surrender, and let go. All the way back to the initial incident, the very first time that I believed that I was rejected. Thank you, thank you, thank you, divinity, thank you, universe, for assisting me, assisting us to permanently and completely let go of the idea that we can be rejected, that we are not worthy of love. Releasing rejection, letting it all go now, releasing it all the way down through our feet into the earth to be composted, and receiving that support, that worthiness, that reminder that we are loved, that we are not rejected, we are loved. We always have been loved, but we haven't always been able to receive it because of this idea, this belief, this false belief that we can be rejected. What if that's just information and it's impossible? It's not rejection. So when you really love yourself, there's a shift in perspective where rejection, what we used to identify as rejection, becomes information. The universe just sharing with us, this is not for you. This is not an energetic match. And so we're just going to clear the way to make space for what is. What if rejection is just information? If someone's saying no to you, turning you down, firing you, whatever that looks like, is information. It's actually a communication. What if you could just trust that? That, all right, it's just providing its clarity. It's providing you with the clarity, not this, or at least not now. And what if you could just trust that and actually say, in the face of what we would perceive to be rejection, do a little forgiveness. I forgive myself for believing that I can be rejected. And I give myself permission to experience this as information, as clarity, that this is actually life supporting me, informing me that this isn't aligned right now. Maybe it's not aligned at all. Maybe it never will be, but it's not aligned right now because it's not happening. So rather than judging it, it shouldn't be like this. Judging it as rejection, just receiving it as information, as clarity, as guidance, as perfect. Thank you. Thank you, universe, for the redirect, for letting me know that this isn't aligned for me right now. So replacing that frequency of rejection, breathing in the self-worth, breathing in trust. I trust that everything is happening perfectly, guiding me, helping me evolve into my next highest level. Even when it doesn't feel good, I trust that this too is life supporting me. Lots of love. Please reach out if you'd like to do some more emotion code. I have a special deal on now, so hit me up and ask me for a session. We can do a few trapped emotions or heart walls in as little as half an hour. So I would love to support you in that. Mwah. Love you so much.